I don't know. I'm not familiar with it, so I'll stick with what I know. Hi, welcome to another episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More Work Less. My name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock the potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Unlocking the Mind, we talk about another cognitive bias. And the reason why I have this show is so that we could better understand how our minds work, make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and of course, avoid certain cognitive traps. So for today, I'm going to ask you a question about a cognitive bias. Have you ever looked at an investment and go, you know what? I don't know. I'm not familiarized with it. I'm gonna stick with what I know. Or if somebody goes, hey, let's try this new restaurant. I heard they have great food here. You go, I'm not sure. I want to go back to this place. I know what I'm getting from this restaurant. Well, if you have that experience, then most likely you suffer from the mere exposure effect. So what exactly is that? That is the tendency where people develop a preference for things that they are just merely more familiarized with, or they are more comfortable with. That's developing that comfort zone. They like it. They know what they're getting. They're familiarized with it. They know that every time they go back, they won't be disappointed. And that's when you get into that comfort zone. You're not going to try new things. You're not going to open yourself to other different items or different experiences because you're suffering from that mere exposure effect. You just get exposed to that so many times that you're just so comfortable with it. That happens with restaurants, that happens with picking your favorite ice cream flavor. You go, you know what? I know there's this new flavor out there, but you know, I really, really like vanilla. It's never failed me. I'm gonna keep on going back. That's why you keep on going back, because you don't want to try that new thing. And that's why we need to sometimes jump out of that comfort zone and try different things, because you never know what kind of experience you're missing out. If you don't jump on that helicopter, you never experience what the helicopter ride is going to be. If you don't jump onto a different type of investment, you never know how much more money you're going to make or how much more results you're going to get. If you don't try listening to somebody else's advice, you never know what you're missing. So that's why we have to get out of that comfort zone. That's why a lot of us are suffering through that familiarity principle, which is the same thing as the mere exposure effect, right? Because we're so gravitated to what we know. That's why when we go networking, we tend to kind of go into a group that of people that we're kind of, that kind of familiarized with, whether it's from the same country or same ethnic group that we're used to, or maybe because you're a shy person, you look for somebody else who's also shy, that's standing in a corner by themselves, just waiting for somebody to come and talk to them. And you kind of gravitate to them because you feel the same way, because you're familiarized with that thought process. But once you jump outside of that thought process, once you're open-minded, you expose yourself to so many different things that you've never even seen. For me, I've suffered that for a very long time. I never knew that there was this big world of investments and real estate and business and branding and marketing and all that kind of stuff, because I was so comfortable in my own world. I was so comfortable of working my 9 to 5 job. I was so comfortable being an engineer and just doing calculations all day and going, hey, having a job, that's what everybody else does. I'm familiarized with that. I know that everybody else is doing the same thing, and therefore that's my comfort zone. But once I jumped out of that and realized, wow, look at this investment world. Wow, look at all these real estate deals and opportunity. It opened that a whole new opportunity and new world of experience to me that really allowed me to go, wow, there's so much stuff out there that nobody told me about. And that's because I was stuck in that comfort zone. Once I jumped out of that mere exposure effect, once I jumped out of that familiarity principle, then I go, wow, look at all this potential. Look at all these opportunities that I never knew of because of being in that comfort zone. So how do we avoid that? Well, one, to get yourself out there, to get more feedback, to learn more, to absorb as much information as you can and ask questions. Don't just accept the things that are common. Don't just accept what everybody else is doing. Ask questions as to why they're doing it. Ask questions as to why somebody else is doing something different. Ask as to why somebody else is getting more results than you are. And finding that coach, finding that mentor, asking them for their advice. The biggest change in my life is when I got that coach, being able to ask him about, hey, am I doing the right thing? Hey, what else can I do better? Is it better, more efficient, and is it faster? Asking that coach, having them give you some feedback and guide you along to become who they are is a world of new possibilities. because that coach is able to take you out of that comfort zone, challenge you, and show you, hey, there's more out there than what you are comfortable with. So that is the mere exposure effect, and how we can avoid that by having other people tell us what their experiences are and guide us along to get out of that rut or get out of that comfort zone. So that is the mirror exposure effect. And if you like this episode, please go back and watch some of my other episodes on Unlocking the Mind. And if you like Unlocking the Mind, we have a lot of other shows, the Peak Potential Success Show, the Make More Mind Bites, and of course, the Mastermind Bites that's up every single week. So until next time, thank you very much for your likes, your subscriptions, and your comments. I love seeing those comments. And until next time, today is the day to unlock your peak potential. I'll see you later.